a home security system presentation, a special requirement of bachelor's degree in engineering technology at Central University of Technology. Unemployment rate is rising rapidly in South Africa, which leads to high possibility of intrusion. Because of this, a lot of devices have been implemented to detect movement and protect home from intruders. Although a lot of devices have successful in completing this mission, they fail to address one specific issue, which is fire that also damages properties. So based on this mentioned problem, I have developed the most economical system which integrate the intrusion detection and fire detection, and all these activities will be controlled by Arduino. So this system will be based on two systems, which is first the development of home security systems, which come as solution to intrusion which put users in dangerous situation. So this system will be the PI sensor, which will detect the movement and send alarm when the alarm is activated, and also data will be sent to ThinkSpeak, which the security or agent personnel will be able to interpret. The second part of this system will be the inclusion of fire management in this system, which will be able to detect and eliminate fire which may result in property damage. So the methodology that is going to be used will be to do a research on how to optimize PR sensor to send adequate data, do research on how to eliminate fire without damaging unaffected appliances. For example, if the fire is at the kitchen, the sprinklers at the sitting room won't be activated, and those only that are at the kitchen will be activated. Configure the ESP to send data at the correct time range to improve system security or efficiency. So as you can see on the screen on the right side, I have the graphical results that are obtained from the ThinkSpeak. So the ThinkSpeak is where the ESP send data to, and the security personnel or technician will be able to interpret the results. So the system works as described. Whenever the system is activated and the PR sensor detect movement, alarm and the spotlight are activated. So with the discussion, this is what's gonna happen with the system during the night. The night sensor, which is the LDR, will send a feedback to the LCD screen to remind the user to activate the system. So the system will be activated by user by entering an activation key using a keypad. After punching in this code, the LCD will display programmed message. If the motion is detected by the PIR sensor, the sensor will activate the alarm and the spotlight, and the LCD will display manual alarm intruder detected and send alert to the tactical team after a set time without response from the user. So the user will need to deactivate the system by punching in the deactivation code. So the second part of the project will use fire detector to detect fire and activate water sprinkler to eliminate fire, provided that the system is activated. My own design will be the inclusion of the LDR screen ESP module to connect the sensor to the ThinkSpeak and the fire management. So thank you. So this is the home-based security system. So here we have the operation unit. So here is where you enter your password or your deactivation key, and here is the LCD screen. As you see now, the LDR sensor is showing that is night, the system needs to be activated. So inside here we have the two input relay. We have the Arduino here. Here we have the small breadboard which is connecting all this is the LCD screen, the ESP to the Arduino. And then here we have this is the cable that is carrying external circuitry. So here in the external circuitry we have the smoke sensor, we have the LDR sensor, we have the buzzer, we have the LED which represent the spotlight. So here, as you can see, there are some cables that are not connected. These are the spare cable in case there's a short circuit or corrosion in one of this circuitry, to make troubleshooting easier. So this is the cable and at the bottom, as you can see, we have the power supply, which is a battery which is going to power up this system. So here, so if you want to activate the system, you have to punch in an activation key that you can see on the screen. This is the activation pin, which so as you can see, now we are arming the system premises secured. As you can see, the PR sensor has picked up some movement, and LED is on, the buzzer is on. So to deactivate the system, we just need to punch in deactivation password that you see on the screen. So here's the deactivation password, incorrect password. Let's try again. 5642 CD hash. Disarming the system. Yes, now you can see the system is disarmed. And now we just need to create smoke so that we can create fire. So now we just need to create fire. Yes, as you can see, the fire detector is detecting fire, and here on the LCD, yes, as you can see, now we are transmitting data. I was having trouble to transmit data, but now we are actually transmitting data. As you can see here, sorry, I pressed commercial use by mistake. Yes, now as you can see, data is being sent to ThinkSpeak, and as you can see here in the serial monitor, we are actually sending data to the ThinkSpeak, and here the graph is also moving. So now as you can see, the PR sensor is not moving. The reason is with the PI sensor, we have the PI sensor connected on a digital input. So now we are only going to see zeros and ones. So now the PR sensor is only going to detect movement when the system is activated. So let's go ahead and activate the system. Here I'm punching in the password. Yes, the system is activated. So in a second now you will see the PR graph shooting up to 1. Yes, the PR sensor is activated and is detecting something. So to deactivate it, we just need to punch in deactivation password, and the graph will go straight to 0. So